2212 was founded for a neighborhood protection group in 1957. We was in St. Charles, and it was during a time when there was a lot of raping, robbing, and this just tearing up neighborhoods. And this brother Eddie Perry and a brother named Lorenzo came up with the idea of vice lords. In 1957, we was created.
I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. Generation these days, they really don't understand the value of love and peace, which we teach. You know, it's a thin line between you being a gang member and a person that's really out here trying to uplift and be righteous. You know, and we need to push that more and understand that these youngsters, they don't understand. They don't have no guidance. They don't have no big homies out here no more.
Where my BGs, VLs, unknowns, and souls. Where my Latin Kings, SDs, Ambrose. Where my Blackstone niggas and all my foes. Where my Larry Hoover niggas, where my Jeff Fords. Where my David Boxdales, where my Willie Lords. Where my niggas reppin' the 6, reppin' the 5. This for my niggas in the pen and my niggas that died.
From K-Town.
Tell me about K-Town.
K-Town, man, shit, it's a lot of living legends, you feel me? You got, Curt, Wolf.
You know there's 2 Curts from K-Town, right?
Yeah, you, nigga. But anyway, it's a bunch of good brothers, man, and it was all a brotherhood, you feel me? That's how it came about. A lot of brothers, man, you know, we stuck together and we made moves, we loved each other, and said, I just happened to move from state to state with this shit.
And we left St. Charles and brought it to the community. It was a neighborhood protection group then. And after so many years of building, the head got so far from the tail, it became lost. And that's when the destruction started moving in.
All right, I'm Teddy P. GMB from Gary, Indiana. And my take on what's going on today, pretty much, I say everybody want to be a follower. Don't nobody really want to listen and lead by example. You know, the main thing that they got to do is listen to the elders that we got left, because it ain't a lot of them left. They trying to take what we got left. You know what I'm saying? So we can start there. We got to start by listening. When we start there, then we can move forward. But if ain't nobody listening, can't nobody follow, can't nobody lead.
As ambassador for the Double I Vice Lords, coming under the Almighty Vice Lord Nation, I represent on the issues of restoring family ties. We are one of the most criminalized organizations in the history of the United States of America. This has left black families devastated. Part of my role as ambassador is to help design national programs to address this devastation of black families.
You got guns, I got guns, let's get it poppin', man. You got ones, I got one, then let's go shopping, man. I'ma stop, you might as well pull out that red carpet thing. You tryna snatch my chain, that's when I cock and bang. I feel like Willie Lord, Jeff Ford, Larry Hoover.
I ain't had no family for real. I felt like I was lost out here. And then without peoples, I would have never had nobody.
Do you know the history?
Yeah, somewhat. I'm a little bit tipsy, so I can't go word for word, you feel me? But I know we started in the 1950s. All the big homies.
I'm from Indianapolis. My name is King. And I feel like we need to get in each other's face. We need to start using the checking up on people method. We need to start making sure brothers is okay. Checking on selves, making sure we all still together as one. Because when we united, it's harder to knock us down. But if we start falling apart, then it gets easy and the enemies start to win. So I feel like as long as we stay united and we all move as one, we can still win.
We have to come up with a program economy-wise. We have to give these young men and young women something to do. I've seen, if you take something away from a person, and you don't give him anything to replace him with that something you took, what do you expect him to do?
My name is Blair Anderson. Born and raised on the south side of Chicago. Church boy, Blackstone Ranger, Black Panther, Vice Lord. I am noted for my involvement with Fred Hampton. I was one of the survivors of December 4th, 1969, and that horrendous night of the murder of Fred Hampton and Mark Clark. At this point in my life, I am committed to an ambassadorship for the Almighty Vice Lord Nation. I am sanctioned at what we call the Double Eyes. My role is to focus energy on the transformation of our families, restoring family ties in our war-destroyed and our war-devastated families. Our families are from the depths of the ghettos of America.
It was really 4, and we got started in St. Charles, but there were a whole bunch of people in the, conception of it becoming as big as it is. I think that one of the most required reading should be this book here, A Nation of Lords. When everything is said and done, it was people like, believe it or not, one white vice lord. His name was David Donnelly. That's who actually wrote this book, secured what's the word I'm looking for? Grants for the Vice Lord nations to start business, to help out the communities. People like Alfonso, Pep, Goat, Cupid, JW, Billy Washington, Doc Brown, Boomer, Monk, Wayne, Big Carl. It's all these people together that made the Vice Lords into what it was, and I don't think they meant it to become what it is. When were the Vice Ladies founded?
In 1957.
1957?
Yep.
And they started along the same time as the Brotherhood, right?
Correct.
Okay. Give me a little insight of this Aisha Sisterhood.
Okay, well, the Aisha Sisterhood, we was founded in 1994. The minister was incarcerated, and we were trying to evolve into a bigger and better surrounding of dealing with individual people on the outer side of the world. So for us to fit in without being scrutinized for being gang members, we transformed into the Aisha Sisters, and that was in 1994.
My name is Dee Wu, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm 38 years old, so my 38 years on this earth, I have seen a lot. And one thing I think that can make 2212 and society go forward as a whole is we have to have respect for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I think off of respect comes so many other things like loyalty and love, and I think a major issue that we're having is that we don't have respect for anything. I think when things fall apart, it's because of a lack of respect.
No, nothing conventional about you. I've never met nobody like you. I should try and be sensible, but my back's against the wall. I should have some self-control, but I never met nobody like you.
Queen Mary, the one who kind of started it all for all the sisters, and the best way to tell it would be for those that knew her best.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Aunt Pettigrew. Queen Mary played a significant role in my life, but I didn't know all that she did. But if she did that, I salute her, because, like I say, that was significant at the time. Cause we want even the females to feel welcome. Cause like I say, now we can rectify problems and issues. Cause a person wasn't scared to knock on their door. A person wasn't scared to bring you something to eat if I got a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Even if a fight, we still went out to eat to you know, talk about it.
Queen Mary is credited with bringing all the females into every branch of socialism.
Okay. My name is Kill McClintock, but everybody know me as Slaughter. Came up on the streets of the south side of Chicago, near the Rough Life. I've been to federal prison twice. And my last trip to federal prison, I was released November 27, 2019. And I came out with a plan. I rechanged everything that I did, and it worked for me. I found out that ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So I had to go through those times to find myself and the abilities that I had to make an impact on other people's lives. So upon my release from prison, I became a national notary. I was a building engineer for the Archdiocese of Chicago, directly under Vlad Supich, the Cardinal of Chicago. And now I'm an instructor for the Chicago Transit Authority. I teach people how to drive buses. And when I went to prison, I found myself, and what I found out about myself is that life's most prolific, most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing to help other people? It ain't about me no more, it's about other people. And with that, I took that, man, and it changed my life, man, because I was no longer worried about impressing people and being something that I wasn't. I found out who I was. I was somebody that could help other people.
We be in too much competition with each other. The young guys, I don't know about the older guys, but the young guys, we be in too much competition with each other. Well, it's hard for us to work together, and it's hard for us to just be one, because everybody want more than the next person. You know what I'm saying? If all of us eat together, it don't matter who got the most, we all gonna win. That's the main problem with the young guys. We don't know how to work together like that. Everybody hate on each other. It's too much envy and jealousy. Friends jealous of it. It's just too much jealousy and envy and hate towards the young guys. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really work together how we need to.
We was affiliated with Martin Luther King, the Black Panthers, Malcolm X, June Pace, Judy Pace, Oscar Brown Jr. They all came through the neighborhood and used Vice Lord, and I won't say used, but spearheaded Vice Lord into doing what it was needed to be done as far as their marches was concerned, which was on Cicero.
My name is Lord Ty, Glen Park, Gary, Indiana, West Side. My perspective on the question is how we can uplift the youth, and I believe it's leadership. Always leadership. Back in the 60s, 70s, they took all our leaders away, and after words of Bobby Gore, they went back to what they could resort to, what they knew, you know what I'm saying, which kind of brought the community down.
Patton cane on my chest, 9-9 forever, double breast.
You gave me
everything I've got. So will you keep me in your good books for a while? Until I'm standing on my own 2 feet and ready for my life.
Cause we living in the last days. You close the book like your last page. You're getting high like it's your last blade. Anything you gotta do, don't feel no shame. You working the legal job or selling cocaine. Even I get rich and get a lot of fame. I'm a young ghetto gutter brother that's not gon' change. We've seen all our brothers die, and y'all know we hit the struggle just to stay alive. But I gotta keep my head pointed to the sky. And then the dream is the wings of my mind I can fly. So let us pray and ask the Lord, do you know what we're gonna be? And ask the Lord, do you know what we're gonna see? I know we all gon' breathe, we all gon' need, we all gon' bleed, but one day we all gon' leave. It's the devil playground, we gotta score. Every tear we cried, our ankles fighting the war.